So what I want to talk about today is the point we're at right now, and I want to talk about this story because God damn it, I figured out how to fix this story so beautifully, so beautifully. I figured out how to fix it. So I'm going to explain to you how we can fix this, the multiplicities of ways we can fix this, and how it was beautifully just it beautifully and brilliantly fell together. Just put it that way. It's kind of like it just came together. So, but before we get into that, this is something I want to tell you. Please remember this. This is very important. You remember this. Everything serves a purpose until it no longer serves a purpose. So, signs are very important. Signs, synchronicities, this is all very, very important. This is like, pay attention because it is very important. However, the point that you're at, that you need to stay at, is do not let anything or anyone influence you, your decisions. You go do what you want to do. So while I am still saying like use some synchronicities and signs is like pointers, I'm just saying when it comes down to real stuff, paradoxical word right there. When it comes down to things that's molding this and determining your future, and when it comes down to what you want, you better do it. You better do it from here and here, not reflections out here. So, see, this is a teacher-student type of relationship for the most part. You're the teacher and you're the student. Same time, you're the teacher, you're the student. So you can say you're the teacher for a portion, and reality is the student. Then reality is the teacher. Then you're the student, and we're trying to get this level synced up beautifully to where it's an equal level playing field. So, co-creation. So even though this is a teacher-student relationship, and I'm not telling you to overlook signs and important things, what I am telling you to do is, if you do not take 100% responsibility and ownership of this, you're going to be led around by an invisible fucking force, and you're going to call that shit destiny and fate, brother. Don't. Take your power back. Right now is the time to do it. Take your fucking power back. You know, I'm going to say this before I move on to how we're going to fix this story in the beautiful ways it can be fixed. Because Jesus Christ, man, this hit me like a ton of bricks last night and this morning. It hit me like a ton of bricks. Let's just go into that, and I'll get back to that if I can remember it. So the way we can fix this story is so deep, and it is so brilliant, and it's so beautiful that it has been right here in front of me this whole entire time, and I couldn't grasp it. So the way this is structured and the way this is set up, it's almost like you can jump forwards, backwards, you can. So let's just pretend. No, we're not pretending. This is it, dude. I'm sick of saying what if and this is pretend. No, this is like if you're writing a story, you can jump from the end of the story to the middle of the story to the back to the beginning of the story. Then you can get this story situated. Then you can, oh, wait, I could have done this better. I could have made this over here. I could have done this here. And the way this is set up with time, fragmenting this way, memory and all this stuff, you can change this so fucking dramatically and so easily and so simple that it's hilarious at this point. So, the dream. This is very important. You've heard me mention it's like it's a dream within a dream, or it's almost like a movie or a play, correct? You've heard me say this. So, those parts, the times when you weren't acting like yourself and you was really acting like the complete opposite version of yourself, Those times when it was horrible and suffering and miserable. Those times where you got crushed, soul heart crushed. And those times you thought reality was hell, right? But that's a dream. What if that's a dream? And I'm not saying what if, because that can be it. I'm saying what if you think this through. It could be a dream. It could be like a story within a story, meaning that like within this story there was another story being written that was completely opposite. There's so many ways, like, listen, because this is really what I have left you with, if you understand what I'm saying. I've left you a way to maneuver this story any way you see fit. Jesus Christ, it's beautiful. I've also left you ways to go back and fix it. I've also left you ways to write in the future. I've also left you ways to write in the present. So it's so fucking amazing. It's whatever you choose to do. And that's the most beautiful, brilliant part of it. And I already know what you're going to do. I already know what you're going to do. And I hope you fucking enjoy it, brother. Second chances are very fucking rare and hard to come by. In this scope I'm talking about, in this level of it anyway. So use this first one, very, very wise. Very wisely, which I already know what you're going to do. Good decision. Good decision. It's a you story. I want to keep saying it's a love story, but it's a goddamn you story. It's comedy, it's love, it was drama, it was you. It's a goddamn you story. I just really fucking love you. I love you a lot. I'm sorry I wasn't the best I could be. Like, seriously. Should have been more compassionate, should have been more understanding, should have been less tyrannical. But I turned into something I was against. I tried so hard to not become the thing that I didn't want to become, that I became the thing that I didn't want to become. And I'm sorry for that. Fucked up. I feel like I failed you, and I feel like I let you down, and sincerely, I cannot apologize enough for that. So this is what I'm going to end this with, because I need to come up with I need to come up with a better explanation of this, and I need to talk about love more. So I will be maybe my next video. It may not be. I'm not entirely sure, but I want to leave you with this. If you take a very brutally honest look at yourself and your life, and who hurt you, and the trauma you endured, it was 100% valid. It was. The things that bothered you and got you tore up was valid. Don't say they weren't. Don't pretend like they weren't. But I'm just speaking for myself here. A lot of it was the way you were looking at it. And a lot of it was what you were telling yourself. So, at the end of the day, it is a two-way street. It is. But at the end of the day, man, you have to call a spade and really talk about who hurt you the most. and that was you. Can't be pointing fingers. Can't blame other people. You can't blame some fucking old man in the clouds. You can't blame your father. You can't blame aliens or some fucking we're in a simulation and people are controlling us. Jesus. Throw your fucking authority away some more. Jesus. Ugh. But man, you gotta own this shit and like I'm proud of you, dude. Like you've done some shit that's goddamn nearly impossible to pull off and do, and you just don't even realize what you've done, and that's I don't know if that's mind fucking amazing or just like it blows my mind that you don't realize yet what you've really done. It's just so like what? It is a game of formula play of life. I mean, talking to you. I have always and will always be you, talking to you, because this is what we do. We create illusions. We have an experience. We tell stories. We snap out of it, wake up, and actually live life. Co-create reality. I love you dearly and deeply. I'm sorry. Sincerely, genuinely sorry for any and everything I have ever said or done to you. And I love you. I love you.